Welcome back, viewers. This is the Treasures of Life show, and my name is Jonas Simba. My sign language interpreter is Philip Omondi. I'm with Lucy Njenga, author and editor. My book is on the way, Lucy. Are you the one writing, or am I the one writing, or are we both writing? It's amazing.
An entertainment.
Do you advise people to write books?
Yes, definitely, by all means.
Okay.
Yeah. We are told that books are immortalize others.
Okay.
They immortalize you. So because long after you're gone, we'll still be reading your works.
Okay.
Yeah, like for example, we'll still be reading Ryla's books and
Yes.
whatever it is that he contributed through writing. Yeah, it immortalizes whoever has written.
No wonder today, as we are talking about building sustainable relationships, we are bringing out his name.
Yes.
He's a politician. What is he doing on our motivational show? It tells us something, that this goes beyond.
Yes.
You know, before we went for the break, we were talking about emotional intelligence in a relationship. Do you have anything to say about this?
Yes.
Come on, go on.
Yeah, just before we went for the break, you asked about emotional intelligence in a relationship. And just to touch briefly on this, it largely depends on how you manage your own emotions, how you manage your own personal emotions in relation to other people. First of all, if you let your emotions flare all over the place, then that is going to interfere with those other people that you're working with, that you're in a family with, that you're in a relationship with.
And in this, you mean negative or positive?
No, you have to control it.
Even the
It's
positive one. You can't
emotion.
just go loving people in public.
It's every emotion.
Is there a problem with...
Every emotion.
Is there a problem with too much or too much love? I had a
Yes.
song, your love is too much or excess love. Is there a problem with excess love?
Yes, too much of something is always poisonous. So, and we are usually advised by the great philosophers that we know that there is the golden mean. Whatever it is that you're doing, you should observe the golden mean.
Which is?
The golden mean, just keep it moderate. Don't overdo.
So, when you're happy, you should contain the happiness. And when you're sad, you should contain the sadness.
Don't let it control you.
But, what is wrong with showing my happiness? I burst out in happiness.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
go ahead.
what you call excitement.
Yeah, there's excitement. And over excitement, again, may make you look like you're not in control of your senses. You're going berserk or something. So, again, we need to keep whatever it is under check, in control.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a writer who, I think he's Nikolai Gogol. You remember the book, The Government Inspector? He spoke of somebody who, when he got happy, he was so excited, he would go to the neighbor's house with white paint and paint the door just because he was happy. You wake up, you find your door white, and you left a brown door.
Yeah, it's going to lead to conflict at the end of the day if you don't control your emotions.
But then in a relationship, isn't it good to let it go? Or you're advising couples to maintain. I had again another song, maintain. Yeah?
Yeah, keep everything under check. Don't let it...
moderate.
Yeah, don't let it overflow. Just keep it moderate. You may be happy and you do not have to paint other people's doors. You don't have to jump up and down because, first of all, through emotional intelligence, you're able to be considerate of those other people.
Yeah.
You're able to be considerate of your neighbors, your spouses, the children, because maybe at that particular moment, they are not sharing in your emotion at the moment. And we've seen drunkards stumble into a funeral and, chanting their happy songs.
Okay.
So we need to be, whatever it is, whether we are going through a merry season or a sad season, it's always to keep our emotions in check. It's always important to retain the golden mean, like we were saying.
Yeah.
And at the same time, emotional intelligence is what helps us be empathetic about other people, those that are going through hard phases. those that are going through difficulties, and we are able to imagine ourselves in their situation, and therefore to be empathetic of them. And also to be compassionate where compassion is needed.
Okay.
For people that are suffering, or for people that need our presence or our contribution to their situations. So that again is part of emotional intelligence.
Okay.
And also it helps us manage ourselves so that we do not react to situations impulsively.
Okay.
Through emotional intelligence, we're able to first of all, apply reason to whatever it is that you are doing, to our decision making,
Okay.
to our actions, to whatever it is that you are doing. We are guided by such, and of course through self-control.
Now that you're talking about that, in that situation of a relationship and of love,
Yeah.
when breakups come, you hear people fighting for property. It tells me something, that at the heat of love, you should still be sober about your properties, about things that probably when there is a separation, you will need it. I see some ladies, I mean, this is true story for me. I've met ladies who literally leave their jobs to become, is it called house managers or
Housewives.
Nothing wrong with that. Taking care of children is a great job, isn't it?
It is.
But then when the breakups come, they struggle again looking for a job. Is that what we are talking about? Or is it just part of it, or it doesn't apply?
It's part of it, depending on how you look at it.
Okay. Now, when you're loving, when you're in a relationship, is there room for independence?
Sure.
Or now that you're together, you lose your independence to the other person?
Definitely not. Part of being respectful to each other is allowing our spouses, our partners, and the people that you're interacting with to have their independence. Remember, we cannot think independently if we are being manipulated or being fixed into a certain box or into a certain way of thinking. We require our independence in order to let our minds flow and explore whatever possibilities are out there.
Yeah.
And growth actually demands that we allow each and every individual to think independently, to have their independence.
Yeah.
And it's also part of human dignity to allow each other to be independent in our spaces.
Now, what happens when growth comes? What happens? You see, let's say me and you, let's say we are together. We are a couple, probably. Of course, we are not. But let's say me and you are a couple. And then we start a journey today, the journey of life. Growth comes, especially when we network, me and you, especially when we partner, growth comes.
Yeah.
What happens? That is when insecurity comes, maybe from your end or from my end, when people start interacting at the workplace, at the business sector, people start growing. Lack of adaptability, or what would you call this? You find insecurity coming because one person seems to be growing faster than the other. Do you slow down a little bit? Or what do you do?
Oh, first of all, in a relationship, one of the goals should to align each other's goals or our goals together, to align them to ensure that you have mutual goals. Irrespective of how we approach these goals or the achievement of them. Say, think of a couple that is looking forward to growth or to growing together, and they decide that the wife stays at home and looks after their babies and handles the family affairs from home, and the man goes to work, does business and all of that. And of course, they are looking towards making profit and growing and, buying or building a home, owning properties. So as long as their goals are mutual and aligned, then they will not be looking at it from a competitive point of view or as a competition, because whatever it is that the man is able to acquire through the profits that he gets from business, he knows and recognizes that this is our combined effort. Had my wife not been looking after things from home, then I would not have been peaceful enough to pursue the profits or to do business. Had they not given me a peaceful environment at home, or had we not gotten to an agreement that this is how we'll be handling our businesses, then it would have been almost impossible for me to achieve this. So there's that agreement, aligned goals, mutual respect, and of course, consideration for each other. And that way, competition will definitely not have a leeway into our families.
One thing about Raila Amolo Odinga is that he used to be someone who was very adaptable. He would adapt to any situation.
Yes.
Does that tell us something about our relationships? Should we learn the art of adapting to a growing spouse? Because things never remain the same. You know, things in a country never remain the same. Things in a society never remain the same. There's a time when the youth came up and Raila adapted to the youth. Am I right?
No, you're right.
Yeah. So also in a family, there are times when a spouse grows and you think maybe they are growing faster than normal. You need to adapt to that. Am I right?
Yes.
And children come in. You need to adapt also to the coming in of the children. You find like, hey, and this is an issue. Many men say, my wife now does not concentrate on me. So the wife, the onus is on her to adapt, you know, taking care of the children and taking care of the husband. You're the lady here, so I can't speak on behalf of the women. Maybe you can say something about that. What happens when there are children?
Actually, someone said that the only constant thing is change. So in whatever place you are in whatever relationship you are in, expect change. And if you're open enough to expect change, then when it comes, you'll not be fighting it, because that is a losing battle if you're constantly fighting change. So being that change is inevitable, what do men do? We have to be adaptable. We have to find a way of wrapping our minds and ourselves around the change and actually aligning ourselves to it, or even allowing the change to work to our advantage. For instance, in a marriage, like you've mentioned, when couples come together, it is expected that they're going to have children, and certain things are going to change. We see that there are challenges that come with that. We find that the men are complaining, or your attention is divided. And I wonder, what did you expect? Can you have the whole attention when there's a young baby here? Definitely, the attention has to be divided. So if a man in such a case is adaptable and open-minded, they will know that definitely there has to be some attention going to their little baby. And this change is not only expected from the wife, it is expected from the husband, who is the father to the child, as well as the mother. So some attention has to go to them. Initially, if you are just the two of you, that's why you are the center of each other's attention. But now there's an addition. So as children continue coming, we also need to adapt to that change. We also need to embrace that, and also to remember not to forget our spouses, or not to forget those that we were with in the beginning. So as long as we come to an understanding on how we'll be handling issues, or whatever our roles will be, then will not be in a fighting position towards the change that has come.
But then that speaks of something. It takes a lot of effort, maybe from the woman or even from the man, to ensure that they still are available to their other partner.
Like, say, your relationship with your spouse is not completely strained just because you're now having children. There's a way. There's a middle ground to ensure that everyone is happy, and you're actually making the presence of children in your lives an additional joy.
Okay.
You can do activities together, activities that do not necessarily have to point attention to one particular person or the other, but rather concentrate all your attention in making each other happy or creating a memory together. So you find ways. If you're adaptable to change, then you'll find creative ways of including all and attending to all at the same time, using different resources that are available to you.
Anything that comes in the family should be a source of joy.
Yes.
Not just children. It could even be property.
Yes.
Yeah, because...
Well, we do not say anything, because some are troubled. So
right.
Let's just say the positive things that come to our families should be a source of joy, and the challenges that we might think as negative or bound to affect us,
Right.
then they should be a source of strength to build us and to
Okay.
help us grow.
Now, there is something else in a relationship that reminds me of Raila Amolo Odinga. That is healthy conflict resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the gentleman was loaded with a lot of conflicts, especially after elections, party conflicts. In fact, right now we are experiencing conflict in that party.
Posting.
Yeah, that's what we are seeing unfolding. If he was there, probably by now he would have resolved that conflict. I don't know if one of my producers can switch off the AC. Is it affecting you?
No.
Okay, okay, fine. So, if there is a way in which, is there something you can say about that?
Conflict resolution in any, let me not base it on Raila only.
Right.
I respect the manner in which he would resolve his conflict within the parties, within the political arena,
Right.
and even in his private affairs. But now, looking at the bolder picture in the society,
Right.
effective or healthy conflict resolution is
Yeah.
very crucial in all relationships, in the society, in whatever unit of the society you may have to look at.
Right.
Because conflict will always come. Conflict will always be there. It's inevitable as long as people are sharing space or
Right.
doing something together. Conflict is bound to come up. However, if we are using healthy approaches to resolving the conflicts that come up, then growth is bound to come in. So again, growth emanates from healthy conflict resolutions.
Okay.
A challenge can be an opportunity for growth, depending on how we handle it, depending on our approach to issues. Again, in politics, you might find a division that leads to victory
Okay.
because it means a unity maybe on the other hand. And that is all, whatever, the determining factor here is how you approach it. Your approach, is it a healthy approach? Or is it a divisive measure that you're taking?
Okay.
So we have to be very open-minded and actually use our best reasoning capacities when approaching such conflict or such issues.
You see, one of the things that happens is that whenever there is such conflict, whenever there used to be such conflicts, you would hear of international expatriates, people like Kofi Annan. You would hear of other people coming in to help solve this conflict. In a family situation, can you borrow the same? If there is a couple in a relationship, can it really work where you bring in somebody? Or is it like some people say, our issues are our issues. Let's discuss it, me and you. Why bring in a third party? Is it doable?
It is. It is very practical. If at some point you've gotten to a level where you do not understand each other, or
Right.
The issues are getting to the level where people quote them as irreconcilable differences, then it's wise to include a third party, or say to invite a counselor,
Okay.
or visit one. And if you do not want to go the official of finding a counselor, you can go to a church minister, or even
Even
a
a chief.
friend.
Can a chief come?
Yeah, that chief could be your minister as well.
Because I would imagine that an arbitrator, because that is what you're talking about, an arbitrator should be someone that both of you respect.
Yes.
And it should be someone in authority
And
of
one who
sorts.
is not biased. Yes.
Absolutely. One who will be very, very
peacemaker.
level. Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Yeah. So this works?
Yeah, it definitely works. It has worked in many relationships.
Okay.
We mentioned Kofi Annan, and we remember he was very active in a past conflict resolution here in Kenya.
Okay.
And we have seen many other scenarios. Right now, we are having this arrangement where people are encouraged to settle their differences outside courts.
Right.
And that is why we have positions like mediators coming up, and they're being trained, and they're helping so much in resolving
I'm
those
told it's
small
now
issues.
recognized by the Constitution of Kenya.
Yes. And
Okay.
people are allowed now to settle also out of court using mediators.
Okay.
And through this, they're able to recover the peace that was lost, and they're able to agree on issues amicably. And that is even a better way of approaching it, if they're able to agree or to resolve their issues outside court.
Perfect.
And rescue or save the relationship that would have otherwise been severed.
Or even the country.
Yes.
Yes. We are done. We are done. Someone is out this Valentine's, and they should learn something about appreciating. Did we appreciate Raila enough when he was alive?
In my where I come from, there's a proverb that says,
Yeah.
a cow is only praised to have been producing a lot of milk after it dies. So in human, sorry to use such an example, but yeah, in human relationships, we find that we only
Very fast.
appreciate
We are done.
what one was doing only after we have lost them,
Very
or only
sad.
after they are gone, and that is very
Yeah.
sad. People ought to be to embrace the art of gratitude, being grateful
Now.
and appreciating.
We are done. That is it, viewers. We've been talking about building sustainable relationships. The final word that Lucy Njenga, author, poet, and editor, has told us: remember to appreciate your partner now. Let's not wait for people to die. That is when we appreciate them. This is the moment. Buy a chocolate. Buy a flower. What do you buy men?
Give them their flowers now.
Give them
So
their
they say
flowers now.
yeah.
I'm told men are given belts,
Yeah, watches,
watches. Ladies are given chocolates,
power banks,
power banks. Children are given
snacks,
snacks.
candy.
Okay,
clothes.
whatever. Our sign language interpreter has been Philip Omondi. My name is Jonas Simba. See you next week on Treasures of Life show. Bye-bye.